Hello everyone. I'm sorry for being away for so long. But here is mainly my main review of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and here's what I have to say about it. Captain America is back solo in his newest movie entry, alongside Nick Fury, Black Widow, and Sam Wilson. Up against the during assignment Shield, the colleague comes under attack by the Winter Soldier while Captain America is still adjusting to the modern world and the events after the Avengers. But I just have a script here and I write down all the things I liked and didn't like. Alright. What I liked was gosh, I've seen a lot of fantastic reviews, and yeah, I have to agree with them. It is a really good movie. Um, Here's what I really like about it. This movie has a great amount of humor. It feels really realistic. Like there's a great blend of practical effects, CG, and then it shows real stuff. Like it's done very well. Great humor in it. Great character development. There's a lot of great action and it's really good. It seems really thrilling at parts. Like it seems really espionage or a spy-esque type of film that I really liked. The dialogue is great and memorable and quotable and catchy, all that type of stuff. And while bouncing out, and the film also really does take itself seriously. Like it really has this real strength to it. It doesn't become too cocky or anything like that. It takes itself quite seriously at parts, and I really like that. While still balancing that out very well with a great amount of comedy coming from in particular Sam Wilson. There's great and the other thing I want to say about this film is that it's acted very well. I really want to say that too. It's acted very well. Robert Redford was really good in it. I was actually surprised to see him in this film, but he was good. Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, he was great while providing some really good comedy in parts. Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, he's really great. He's just awesome as ever, and who the hell? He's the only superhero ever who's been modeled after the actor, and that's really great. I wanted to bring that up. And of course, Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow is sexy and awesome, as always. Like, who the hell doesn't love Black Widow? She's a fantastic adventure. And what I also liked about this film is that there's all these relationships and all these type of relationships dealt with and provided and made in the film seem really needed, and there's a great chemistry with them. It seems like there wasn't a weak link or there wasn't a weak mold with these characters. Like every relationship in this film worked, and it worked really well. Sequels to comic book movie, sequels as comic movies go, this is a really good one. Like this could be up there with like, well, I won't say The Dark Knight, but it could be up there with like, I say Spider-Man. No, I like this more than Spider-Man 2. Like it's a very good like top 3 best Marvel movies, excluding. Actually, I would say this. Actually, this is up there in the top 5 best Marvel movies, excluding X-Men. In my opinion. And the last thing I want to say that was really good about this film is the length of it. There wasn't a moment in this film where I say, yeah, now we have to wrap it up. No. I felt like there's no moment in this film to me where it was like, you need to wrap up. No, it felt very good, in my opinion, of the length. Now, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I have problems with this film. My first problem with this film is that, in my opinion, which I thought was like the weakest part of the film, which for me was the first 30 minutes or 40 minutes. On the first 30 or 40 minutes of the action, the camera work was very shaky, and it took me a great deal of effort getting into these action scenes. Like, I like them, I really do. But in the beginning, I was actually in the theater, kind of like this, like, I was really trying to stay still, and the camera wouldn't just calm down and let action scene play. Like, kind of just stay still and show them punch each other. Like, it really does jar a lot, and it really does seems really shaky, and you can barely see a thing, and I thought that was a big problem for me. Another problem I have with the film is that there's some point during this film when Anthony Mackie's character just disappears. Like, he's in there like first 35-40 minutes, and it's like he's gone. I'm like, as soon as the moment he came back in, I'm just like, where was he? Why was he always in this film? I would like to see more of him. Like, it just left us with nothing at one point. I really thought it was really distracting. Another problem I have with this film is that I thought at one point, I'm like, alright, this is too fucking complex. Like, I understand this film wanted to be a lot more grounded, a lot more gritty, a lot more realistic. But come on, just because your film is realist, your main focus in the film is realism, doesn't mean you have to be so goddamn confusing. This isn't a Christopher Nolan film. And even those films I have a problem with, because those get too complicated. Sorry, I'm getting off track. And my last problem with this film is that I thought there were some stages in the film where I'm like, okay, I can tell this certain scene, because it's a comic book movie, I can tell what's going to happen. Oh, that happened. I knew that was going to happen. And another problem was that there's a certain point in this film where they go underground in New Jersey. And it seemed like the film just made this huge left turn with the direction of the film that it was going in. I'm just like, what in the hell? Like, why is this appearing in the film? It's really weird. It comes to a halt. And I felt like, oh, come on. Speed it up. It felt very out of place for me, and I didn't like that. It felt very too much right-brained. Way too jarred at a point. But overall, those are my thoughts of this film. Overall, I will say this film is very, very good with all great action, great characters, great dilemmas, great plot points. However, I do think it suffers from a bit too much of lack of character at times, and I do think it does seem a bit too jarred out and a bit too unfocused at some scenes. And those are my pros and cons of the film. But aside from that, I thought the film was very, very good, and I will give Captain America: The Winter Soldier a 79 out of 100%. No, I'll give it an 80. No. I have to think about this. Alright, I'll think about it right now. You will probably see in the description below, down there. Check it out. You can see my percentage of the film right then. And I will see you in the next review. So everyone, bye. And once again, I'm very, very sorry for the lack of videos I've been making recently. I'm very sorry. And I will see you in the next review. Bye.